This story here might ruffle a couple of feathers, but I'm totally fine with that because I like to call out chameleons. I like to call out idiots on the other side. Fair is fair when it comes to this type of stuff, and a lot of people are just automatically taking sides. So there's quite a few lessons to be learned here. So let's take a look. Defiant American Airlines passenger demands reparations after complaining about being squeezed in between two obese passengers for a 3-hour flight. Interesting. Especially the way that they want to frame this, okay? Because this involves, yes, a prominent conservative commentator. Okay, her name's Sydney Watson. She used to be with The Blaze, not entirely sure. At least she was one half of a up-and-coming, quite popular show that was on there. You Are Here. She's got her own podcast or whatever, her own YouTube channel, all that fun stuff. And yeah, she's one of those darling conservatives that's out there, right? Like Lauren Chen and Lauren Southern and Tommy Lahren. Boy, sure have ruined that name Lauren in different ways that you can pronounce it. Anyways, she's in on and around that level, okay? And what she tweeted out, well, you kind of know where we're going to be going when it comes to this stuff, okay? That's her right there. That's about the best she's going to look in any of these pictures. I'm going to keep it a book. This bitch is as basic as it fucking gets. I don't like her when she's on, or at least when she was on You Are Here, and she was kind of the impetus for that entire show exploding. That and Elijah Schaffer's a little bit of a weird guy, but I kind of like some of his takes. He's a bit of a nut job, but aren't we all? I don't think she adds much to the conversation, but she has that label conservative that's beside her, and her simps will come out in full fucking force. So I seen this come up, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's kind of pseudo fat shaming, which I'm totally okay with. Actually, totally 100% endorse. Bring shame back and call people fat when they fucking deserve it. And in this situation, yeah, kind of, but the way that you went about this is where I've got a big fucking problem with it, okay? Because, again, yeah, you're this conservative boss babe that's out there, okay? You want to make women great again. You want equality. You think that men and women can be equal partners, and yet you're 30-something and that you're single, and yeah, all the red flags are there as well. Don't worry about any of that stuff. But anyways, I am currently literally, guys, wedged between two obese people on my flight. This is absolutely not acceptable or okay. Well, you bought the seat and we can take a look at some of the pictures that are here. Why don't this explode? I'm just taking a look at what she's pictured here, and it's kind of the angle of that picture. I don't really think this dude or this large individual, because we can't put past the fact that, yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be lat fat or arm fat or shoulder fat or super extended belly, or it really looks like an optical illusion what you have right there. Like, that's a big motherfucker right there. But then you can also see the chair in the back. Now, this is a 3-seat row, okay? Now, I've only been on a handful of planes in my life, and the only ones that I've ever been on have had two seats per side of the aisle, so I can't really relate about having the middle seat. But if you were so worried about the situation when you booked the flight, maybe you should have been more concerned about your seat placement. Maybe you wanted, the aisle or the window seat. Nobody ever signs up for the middle row, or for the middle, but that's totally on you, I guess, and especially if you're traveling alone, which, again, she is in this situation, and should also be another red flag for anybody who wants to go out there and simp with her. Women who travel alone, do it for a reason, okay? Let's just say, and they get more than frequent flyer miles. But that's one picture, okay? And then on the other side, somebody looks a little bit smaller, and you can also see, and again, this could be the whole angle of this thing, but when you take a look, because she's the one wearing, I don't know, the fucking fuzzy plaid gimmick, which, again, if you've ever been on a plane, and one that was apparently, because she goes on to also explain that, oh yeah, it was just, there was no additional seats, I couldn't trade seats at all, even though you only kind of asked for, appropriate space once, which I got a big hang up on that one. But you're hanging over your seat as much as that guy is on that side of it as well. And the way that she's taking these pictures, okay, doesn't this kind of remind you of like a mask Karen? Because that's the first thing that also came to mind as well. It's like, this would be the behavior. This wouldn't look too dissimilar. If you made a couple of alterations to this, I was sitting next to this person and they weren't wearing their mask the entire time. Not making any mention to it to anybody else, okay? Just making a couple of passive aggressive aggressive remarks and then just angrily tweeting afterwards. Like, you got to call out this behavior on all sides, okay? Just because you have the label conservative attached to you doesn't mean that you get to fucking skate on all this type of stuff. Women who want the world to change but then don't want to speak up and say anything about it, they're just as detrimental to making the appropriate changes as the people who are actively tearing stuff down. I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know, we didn't get through all this stuff. Anyways, yeah, I'll just run it back. This is absolutely not acceptable. Okay, if fat people want to be fat, fine. Okay, where did that come from? Okay, but it is something else entirely. When I'm stuck between you with your arm rolls on my body for 3 hours, doesn't really look like their arm rolls were on you for 3 hours. Maybe they're side rolls, or again, you didn't look like you were literally wedged. It just looks like you were in your seat. And on American Airlines, like, this is, you know, not exactly the most luxurious. If you wanted additional room, shouldn't be flying coach. Like, you make a pretty good fucking living, just saying. Okay, I don't care if this is mean. My entire body is currently being touched against my wishes. You're on a public form of transportation. You should understand that there's a certain level of public privacy that's going to be forfeited when it comes to this stuff, because this same person could be like, this tiny white bitch is in my space right now. So we got a bunch of other pictures to be taking a look at as well, and let's just say being wedged between these two people is a bit of an over-exaggeration, but I can understand, right? Like, I'm a big dude, but if I have to sit next to anybody, I'm not going to be obnoxious and take up all the room, okay? Like, you have your space, you bought your space, you use your space. But again, I'm also not going to inconvenience myself just for somebody who I might think maybe potentially is inconvenienced. Again, did you ask anybody, or did you just say, hey, can you move for a sec? Hey, you mind? I'm just trying to get my tray table down, which... Again, there was a whole bunch of things that weren't done other than just trying to fucking victim post, because that's also what this is. I was literally squished. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Fuck off. I don't care if this is mean. My entire body is currently being touched against my wishes. I can't even put my armrest down on either side because there's no fucking room. Did you ask? Hey, can you move for a second? I want to get my armrest down. Did you say any of that? No, I'm sick of acting like fatness to this extent is normal. Let me assure you, it is not. 4,000 likes on that, 330 retweets, 99 comments, because I'm sure all of it is, yeah, you go, queen. Yes, queen. We'll take a look at some of the responses. Not all of them, because it's Twitter and there could be porn in here. I'm so fucking mad. I don't even have words. You'd probably be less mad if you used your words. That would be good. If you need a seatbelt extender, you are too fat to be on a plane. That's fair, okay? Like, if you would have just put that out there, okay, before saying that, hi, I'm going on a plane, that's kind of funny, and everybody would be supporting that, and it's not even the most liked thing in this entire fucking screed, okay? Because the initial one, 6,300 likes, 4,100 likes, and then 2,900 likes for something that people have been mocking for 3 decades at this point. Have you ever had to sit next to somebody on the plane when you're too busy trying to get into your peanuts? Oh, you always have to sit next to some fat guy. Like, this is just an old hack comedian bit, for fuck's sakes. I said to the man, hey, can we swap seats if you'd like to sit together? His sister was on my left. He said, no, thanks. That's okay. That's the only time she voiced her displeasure. And can you even interpret that as voicing a displeasure? Hey, can we swap seats if you'd like to sit together? You gave him the option. Everybody, men and women, we have always, whenever you're talking with a girl, whenever you're talking with a woman, okay, it could be a family member, it could be just some random bitch that's out there. They always presuppose what they want with whatever question that's out there. I'll throw it back to an old Patrice O'Neill story, okay? He was sleeping in a bed with a chick, and before they settled in for the night, she asked him, okay, what side of the bed would you like to sleep on? And he had the one side that he wanted to sleep on, and he was like, I'll sleep right here. But then I can't see the TV. Female solipsism will not allow them to state what they want because they fear risking rejection. What is presupposed in this? Hey, can you just go ahead and move because I'm being cramped here. You guys are just, putting me in a sandwich right here. I'm not appreciating this, Oreo type situation. Can either I get the window, can I get the aisle? Can we work something out here? Because I don't want to be stuck like this for 3 hours, okay? Can we, if she would have voiced something in that form or fashion, Either she would have riled somebody up, eliciting some sort of a response, and then you'd need a third-party intermediary to come in and settle the situation. Long and short of it is, you would have either been moved or somebody would have been moved in order to facilitate a de-escalation of the situation. That's the worst-case scenario. Otherwise, it would have been, oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sure, we'll just go ahead and we'll shuffle this. That could have also been a solution, but instead of this passive-aggressive, can you just, can we, like, swap so you guys can, like, sit together? And then he's like, no, okay, that's fine. And then you'll just immediately fucking mean tweet about fat people. It's like, okay, cool. I guess his video is just kind of mean commenting on stupid people, so whatever. And then he started, and then I started shrieking internally. Should have vocalized it though. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm going to try asking the nice Eastern European man behind me. Oh, to switch seats? To switch seats. Okay, to sneak a photo of me. Oh, need more photos for Twitter and for the gram. Oh, okay. I'm sure this scene looks absolutely absurd. It probably makes some of you laugh. Yeah, it does, because you don't understand that this is a big fucking cell phone. Flight attendant has asked me 4 times if I needed anything. Why didn't you ask them? It's like, can I move for a second? I'm being incredibly uncomfortable right here. Or just, if this was a 3-hour-long flight, 3-hour-long flight, couldn't you go up there and ask one of the flight attendants? It's like, I'm being squished right here. Is there something we can do about this? Can I maneuver seats? No, never vocalize that. Flight attendant, yes, flight attendant has asked me 4 times if I need anything. He's given me the "this is fucked" pity expression. Are you projecting that? Stop the cap, okay? I'd like some free alcohol, please. Oh, of course, yeah, give me free things because I made a poor planning decision for my travels. Like, what the fuck do you want? Yeah, dude, let's take a look, okay? I had a tough time opening my tray table. Oh, take a look. Again, okay, you could get your tray table down. I have elected to close my tray table and hold up my cup of tea between my teeth because it's jabbing her belly. Bitch, if you would have said one fucking thing, okay, hey, can you just move? I need to get my tray table down for a second. That'd be great. I'm sure you aren't sitting next to some of the most evil people on earth. They'd be like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. They might shuffle over if you just fucking vocalize it for one goddamn second. Sometimes some people don't understand. They don't quite have the spatial awareness that you do, okay? Just use your fucking words, something that you learned in grade school, but no, I'm just gonna take Twitter pictures and oh my god, people give me sympathy on the internet. Yeah, look, I'm literally being squished. Like, here's another perception, or another perfect perception picture. Okay, cool, you got tons of fun there. She might be what you would consider manspreading a little bit. I don't know. Is that the woman? I think that's the one with the braids. Okay, if it's a sister and a brother type situation going on right here, yeah, she's being a little bit more advantageous about her, quasi-manifest destiny policy that she has there. But then you got the brother on the other side, literally and figuratively. He's not taking up any more space because you can take a look at where the seats are. Okay, you are informed that your space is within the confines of the seat in front of you, okay? You're not being squished. All you need to do is just go ahead and embrace your ability to fucking, do a little bit of man-spreading yourself, okay? But it's funny how you want to tackle the fact that it's fat people that are really making you very uncomfortable. But the brother in this situation, he's the one that's affording you the appropriate amount of legroom. I'm just saying it's the woman on the other side, but you don't want to call that into question now, do you? But let's take a look, okay? Because this happened, okay? This was, October 10th, right? Okay, all of this stuff, right? I can't put down my tray table, and she's been incessantly tweeting this stuff over and over and over again, okay? Eliciting responses from Jesse Kelly. The name's familiar. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, she got a link there. Show of the nationally syndicated Jesse Kelly show, host of I'm Right on the first anti-communist. Okay, cursed. Yeah, wonderful, fantastic. Another one of these Conserva-cucks. Trad cucks that are out there, right, trying to placate their queen. There are no seats, so I can't move. This is very selective screenshotting that you have there. Yeah, you need to start farting. You have no choice. You think that that's really going to fucking matter? Okay. And then, yeah, continuing to go over and over and over again. This is really their official reply. Holy shit. I expected that only a quarter of a seat when I fly. Bitch, we took a look at all the fucking pictures. You're blowing this out of proportion, right? Because, yeah, she retweeted her initial, her fucking screed thread that she had there. American Airlines, we need to talk. It's funny. You picked the most selectively edited, kind of positionally advantageous pictures that you could. What the fuck did you think they were going to say? They seen fucking melanin in that picture and they're like, nope, can't do anything about that. Our passengers come in all different sizes and shapes. We're sorry you were uncomfortable on your flight. Based? Kind of. Like, I understand, okay? Like, this is a very, very uncomfortable situation. I wouldn't want to put myself in that situation. And if I found myself in that situation, I would be a little bit more vocal than saying, hey, can you guys just switch for a second? No? Oh, okay, cool. Let me just tweet over and over again. American Airlines, I experienced getting sweat on. Oh, okay, cool. Touched without my consent, smacked in the face, and subjected to hours of no personal space. And your response is essentially, too bad. What am I getting here? Why was there no evidence of that? This is fucking conservative Karening right here, okay? Oh my god, fat people are next to me. Oh my god. And here we are yesterday. I love that this story to so many people, okay? And this is the, I guess, original headline of the article that we're going to be looking at here. American Airlines passenger complains after being sandwiched between two obese people, which we can't even really confirm. Like, the dude in the white looks big, but obese, maybe clinically, by BMI standards, okay? But purple, though, okay, let's fucking call a spade there. For 3 hours, and says people who need seatbelt extenders are too fat to fly. I would agree. But airline says our passengers come in all shapes and sizes, which again, if it's just like, okay, Karen, just go talk to the manager. I'm sure the fucking DMs of American Airlines are being flooded by all of her fans. Sims. So we are clear. I stand by everything I said. And I have to come and find out what happened to me. Went against American Airlines' own policy regarding overweight passengers. I'd like some reparations, please. Oh, that would be why everything got changed up a little bit. I'd like reparations. What? Because you got your seat and you were a little bit uncomfortable? Okay. And then in honor around the same time, because she continues to attention grift, I've been getting unhinged emails, messages, and comments all evening, and I couldn't work out why. Now I realize it's because I took issue with people putting their fat rolls on my body without my consent. Bruh, you're in coach on a fucking flight, okay? You didn't do anything about that. This is your fault. But let's take a look, because this just looks an awful lot like, oh my god, I have a bad take on Twitter, and then, oh my god, look at this, all of this reaction. Please, links in the bio, please cash at me so I feel better. You fucked up, conservative, prejudicial bitch. What you said about overweight people was just ignorant and cruel. Where is your so-called conservative Christian love for others? That's fair. You conservatives fuck up this world. Fuck up, cunt. Another one of these high-quality receipts that you have there on a platform that I don't even fucking know. Like, that just looks like maybe you created it on your own Word document. Like, I don't even know about that, man. Like, that seems a bit off. Please don't sit next to me or near me, for I will scream. I think this is Instagram. Like, this is at least a little bit more credible. And it comes from a woman. Interesting, who continues to be the problem in these situations. I'm just saying, we're just trying to connect dots here. Coco Lillian, hideous inside and out. Hey, man, her profile picture's not bad, okay? But in real life, anyways, Coco Lillian, thank you. Pray for the day I can sit next to you on a plane and make you uncomfortable. Well, to be fair, judging by the profile picture for Coco, she doesn't really have all the additional amenities that Sydney's looking for, so it'd be really tough. No, thank you, Sydney says. Yes, and exactly. I just noticed this too. Like, she can't even confront people in the digital world. She just has to go and be two-faced about this. Please don't sit next to me. This is in response to this lady, okay? Not tagging her directly, not even responding to her on Instagram here. Just taking the screenshot and then posting it on Twitter so that her simps can go out there and like the post, okay? Please don't sit next to me, for I will scream. No, thank you. Thank you. Yep. That's all she's tweeting whenever faced with confrontation. These are your heroes. These are your icons, trad cucks. I'm totally fine with being in the news for fat shaming. 13,000 Twitter likes. Boy, this is just a dopamine hit after dopamine hit. Oh, you even got Tim. Oh my god, you got Tim Pool to take notice of that. Oh my god, that should be so great. Hopefully he can sit next to you on a plane and be completely awkward and 5'6" about him. And there, look at that. Of course it culminates with her very own YouTube video. I don't want to watch it. I just want to see what the views are at this point. Seeing this whole thing. Here's a response to being accused of fat phobia because I don't want to be stuck between obese people for hours. Yeah, but bitch, you didn't fucking say anything. My primary comments are towards the end of the video. Just so we're clear. Once again, I am not sorry. Oh, thank God. You're really standing up to those people. Unless, of course, they engage you and then you're just, no, okay, sorry. Thank you. They can't even, it's fucking Instagram comment section. They're not going to come to hurt you. I meant everything I said. Justifying obesity is not okay. But you couldn't tell that to the people that were making your flight experience uncomfortable? Selectively uncomfortable. Passively, allowably uncomfortable. Anyways, and rock on to anyone trying to lose weight and change their lives. I believe in you. That's kind of my stance when it comes to this stuff. Like, I'll make fun of a fat person because I think that it's funny. But the only time that I won't make fun of fat people is if they're actually working when they're in the gym. If they're out for a run, out for a walk, doing a lift of any form or fashion, actually exercising, you get my total deference. You get my absolute support, okay? Because I've been there. I took the action. I've lost 200 pounds. So I understand the struggle. I know what it's like to put on a 3X t-shirt and have it not fucking fit. Have a mental breakdown at 16 and then just decide to get my fucking fat ass into the gym. I didn't need anybody to fat shame me. I didn't need anybody to go on a social media spurg fest in order to elicit changes in my life. But then again, I'm not a woman on the internet. Let's take a little look at this because I think we basically covered everything. I don't know what new stuff they can add to this stuff. An American Airlines passenger says she would like reparations from the airline after she found out that she'd been sandwiched between two overweight passengers. Sydney Watson, an Australian-American conservative political commentator, says that she will stand by everything I said after documenting her struggle for personal space and confront on Twitter during a 3-hour-long flight on October 11th. She says she has come to find out what passengers to me went against American Airlines' own policy regarding overweight passengers. What and again, yeah, what policy was that they violated? I'm just wondering. I'd like some reparations, please. Yeah, we should tweet it on Friday. Yeah, like a compensation. But again, if you had such a terrible experience from American Airlines, other than getting your flight comped, or would you really want to be traveling with them again? I'm just wondering. Okay. American Airlines, however, does not appear to have a public-facing policy regarding overweight passengers. There you go. Which could explain the airline's response to Watson. Yeah. American Airlines' official Twitter account responded Monday, our passengers come in all different shapes and sizes. We're sorry you were uncomfortable on your flight. That's kind of funny because at the same time, if this was a white dude that was saying this type of stuff, it's like, stop being racist. We support every BIPOC flying with American Airlines, and you should have upgraded them to get you away from to get them away from your racist ass. Would have been some flavor of that, but they were like, ooh, woman. Oh, okay. Speech number 2. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. Have a great flight. Deeply unsatisfied with the corporation's response, Watson sympathy grifted for fucking days afterwards. Yeah, they didn't really add anything. All it was, yeah, just again. Let's keep it a buck. And is that a dermal? Does this bitch have fucking collarbone piercings? Do we need any more red flags on this one? Just a nice change of pace right here, okay? Because every once in a while, actually more than every once in a while, I do like to take down some overinflated female egos. Add a little insight when it comes to this stuff. Every once in a while, a trad thought or Conserva-THOT will just run across my timeline or come across the desk. And hey, man, I can't miss out on this one because this one right here, this is just a different form of Karening, okay? She was trying to speak to the manager of American Airlines because she was too pansy to just fucking speak up for herself. The lady who always wants to push equality, the woman who always wants to say that women are just as strong and just as good as men, but in different ways, continue to talk at least some of the conservative talking points, right? She'll put on the sundress, no floppy hat in that picture. I'm sure we can find one of those that are out there. She wants to grift on that side just for all of the attention that's out there. And hey, she even runs a weekly, daily live stream with the quartering. Yeah, exactly. Perfect demographic for that. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.